Hey, what up, guys? GangstaPranksta here, bringing you a commentary today. This is a certain subject I want to talk about, but first, if you're watching this during the day, what I want you to do is I want you to save this video and watch it at night. Just let's set the mood for this, because the topic of this commentary is going to be the scariest experience that I've ever experienced. My scariest experience in life. And I really don't know what made me think about this, but I don't know. I think it's a very interesting tale. Like it's been passed down from generation to generation. It's just a scary incident that happened with me, and yeah, I want to share it. So hope you guys are gonna enjoy it. So let's set the mood first. So you look outside, it's fucking dark, right? Alright, so this happened a couple years ago, and first I want to start by saying, if you know me, then you know I'm just a scared little bitch. It's very blunt, that's, yeah, I'm just a pretty scared person. I don't want to say I'm scared, like, I'm scared of everything, but, like, I have a very overactive imagination, and it tends to really bone me in certain situations. Like when I was a kid and I'd watch a scary movie, I couldn't sleep. Like, it would just really scare the shit out of me, and it really fucking sucked. Terrible childhood. Like, and it was weird because I watched all these scary shit, like Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark, and all these scary movies, and like I know I'd get scared, but I still watch it. Why? I have no fucking idea. But I did it anyways. I guess I like to torture myself. Anyways, so this story happened a couple years ago, and so it happened a couple years ago. It was about 10 o'clock at night. So, I was watching TV, and I'm like, you know what? I can go for some popcorn. So I go downstairs, and I make some popcorn. I got a special routine for my popcorn. What I do is I preheat the microwave at 10 seconds, and I open it up, put the microwave in, and then I do 151. That's my popcorn time. I've tried to use this recently, but it sucks. It keeps burning my popcorn. I've changed it to 145 now. It makes some awesome popcorn. Just a little side note there. So anyways, I'm in the kitchen, making some popcorn, and I'm just sitting there. I'm waiting. I'm leaning up against the counter, and I'm just waiting for my popcorn to finish. Now, before this happened, when I walked into the kitchen, I turned on the light. And when I turned on the light a couple seconds later, I saw a shadow. So my house, in between me and my neighbor, we got a little walkway. And in between, you go through the walkway and it leads into the backyards. So, like, I don't know how, but like, I saw a shadow. It appeared on the wall of, like, someone walking in there. Now, I told you I'm, like, a over imagination, so maybe I'm just seeing things, maybe it's just, like, I turned too fast, and I thought I saw something, or something like that, but I didn't really think about it too much. And well, yeah. So I didn't think about it too much. So I'm waiting for this popcorn. Meanwhile, felt like the longest popcorn. I felt like I was there for an hour. Like I thought this popcorn was never gonna fucking cook itself. But anyways, so I'm just sitting there. I'm waiting for the popcorn to finish, and I'm looking at the fridge, the microwave, the oven, and I don't know why, but I looked into my backyard. Now the way my house is set up is like, you come downstairs from up top, and then you go into the kitchen, and if you go straight in the kitchen, it leads into the living room and dining room, and there's a sliding door that leads into the backyard, and you can see into the backyard. So, I'm like, I don't know why, I just looked into the backyard, and I swear to God, when I looked into the backyard, I swear I saw somebody. I swear, like, when I looked out, I felt like someone looked at me and we looked at each other at the same time. Dude, I felt he looked into my soul. Like, I was so fucking scared. I was like, oh my God, there's someone in the backyard. Now, I tried not to panic when this happened. I was like, holy fuck. Like, there's someone in the backyard. Like, I try not to freak out, and just like, I would look at the, like, I would stare at my fridge or something, but I'd look there, but my eyes were always looking to the right to see outside my, the glass door. And, yeah, I swear to God, I just saw this person. Like, I didn't see his face or anything, but I just felt like someone was watching me, and I just looked at them, and our eyes just glanced at each other, and I was like, what the fuck? And so I tried not to panic. Finally, the popcorn finished after like 5 hours. So it felt like 5 hours. Like, holy shit, it's finally done. So I grabbed the popcorn, put it in a bowl. I run upstairs. I didn't run upstairs, but like to the point where he couldn't see. Like, I tried to envision where he was in the backyard, and I'm like, okay, so if I'm here up the stairs, he can't see me. I'll just bolt right up. So I bolt right up, and I go to my mom. I'm like, Mom, I think there's someone in the backyard. I called her dude. I'm like, dude, I think there's someone in the backyard. And you know, she's half asleep, and she's just like, you know, you probably just saw something. Like, go back to sleep or whatever. And I'm like, fuck. Like, she would always tell me this shit, but this time, I swear to God, there was someone in the backyard. And so I thought about calling the cops, but I didn't want to create a big scene unless someone wasn't there. And then I just look like a big fucking crazy asshole. So I went into my aunt's room. So like our rooms, my room and my aunt's room, they face the backyard. So I went into her room, and I looked outside in the backyard. I didn't see anything, thankfully, but that whole night I was scared as a motherfucker, like just petrified. I slept with a knife. I slept with a pocket knife. I barely slept that night, but like, you know, after staying up so long, you know, your body just like goes to sleep. But it was hard as fuck to fall asleep. I would hear like noises, and I'm like, holy fuck, is that fucker breaking in or something? Thankfully, nothing ever happened. But here's where the story gets really interesting. So the next morning, my aunt, she usually gets up early and, you know, starts readying up breakfast and stuff, and she lets the dog out and stuff. But when she looked into, like, in the kitchen, you can see the back gates, it was open. Or she went to throw out some garbage, and the gate was open. And she said that there was some muddy slippers, or not muddy slippers, there were some muddy footprints coming from the backyard into, like, leaving the backyard. And so it turns out that someone was actually in my backyard, and I did see somebody. So I had every right to be scared as shit. So it was just like a scary thing. Like, you don't know if someone's watching you, but it ends up like, yeah, there was someone there. Like, oh, it's freaky as fuck. You sure as hell, and what the fuck am I trying to say? You sure as hell know that I'm gonna sleep with a knife for a couple weeks. Like, I was just petrified, like, this fucker could break in anytime, or like, we're all out, and like, I would check every fucking room, closet, bathroom, everything that like this fucker could be hiding in. Thankfully, nothing ever happened, but just to know that something could, it was very, very petrifying. And that's where my overactive imagination would kick in. It's like, oh my god, that noise, is that him? Is that, you know? It's like, oh, so fucking scary. That's probably my scariest experience. I know it wasn't paranormal or anything. Nothing paranormal has ever happened to me, but my basement's pretty creepy, and there's a corner that, like, where my furnace is, and I always, like, look at it. Like, I don't know why. Like, you know, I'm sitting on the couch, I'm on my laptop. If I want to get up to get a drink, I will always look in that corner. Like, I don't know what it is. It's just like I expect to see like a little girl there or something, like a man standing there or something. I don't know. It's just a really creepy corner. Hopefully nothing happens now that I say this. Like, oh, you don't think anything is there, you stupid fuck? Like, well, I'm sleeping or something. Like, I don't know. So that was my scariest experience. Please let me know yours. Try and make me feel better. If it's paranormal, you know, it's paranormal, whatever. I'm not going to judge you. If it's something similar to mine where it's actually somebody, like a man or a woman, let me know. Tell me your scariest experience in your life. It might not even be like someone trying to break into your house or something. It might be you're crossing the street, you almost got hit by a car. That's pretty fucking scary or something. So let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I didn't enjoy it too much at first because, you know, I was there experiencing it live. And, yeah, so it was pretty fucking frightening. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for listening. And, yeah, that's about it. So that's all I got. Peace out.